So thank you, so many of you being there. It's great that you're all keeping your discipline going. I think of attending all the live lessons. I think it's a good routine to get into, and it's just nice touching base with everybody, isn't it? So today we're well, as you know, we've finished the syllabus, so we're carrying on with the revision. I think we did fractions last time, and I thought, I really like to hammer the algebra whenever we get the chance. I think if you can become confident with algebra, and when a new algebra topic comes along, you think, oh, good, I quite like this algebra stuff. That's you're gonna go far. If you can get comfortable and quite enjoy the algebra, then you're going to find there's lots and lots of bits and pieces we visit over the years that you're going to have a really, you're going to be really comfortable with if you've got really solid foundations. So today we're going to just revise some of the algebra we've looked at this year. And this is going to lead us into doing Hegarty 179. Okay, so we're going to be solving equations, and we were building up to solving with those with brackets. So I'm just going to model the various types of questions that we will be looking at today as your revision. Okay, so it's 179. That's going to be the, whoops, wrong button. That's going to be the Hegarty you do, please, Hegarty 179. And I'm just going to model the various types of questions. So these you'll be very familiar with, but I want you to get used to really setting it out clearly so that as we do more difficult ones, you can carry on setting out in a similar format. So as you know with these, the idea is we're trying to work out what x is. X is an unknown number, and we've got to work our way into getting x on its own. So if you remember the analogy we use, we sort of imagine that x is the president of the United States, and the 5 is its #1 trusted bodyguard that goes everywhere with them, and the -4 is the bodyguard outside the White House. And as you go in, you take out the -4 first of all, and then you need to take out the timesing by 5. Okay, if you were that assassin or whatever. Okay, so we need to basically do the operations in the reverse order. So if we were multiplying, if we knew what x was, we would first of all multiply by 5, and then secondly would take away the 4. So we've got to do the opposite order and do the opposite operation. So in short, the first thing we need to do is to undo the -4, and we do that by by choosing to add 4 to both sides. So that's how I would like you setting it out in your workings. We go and process that instruction. So the -4 and the add 4 cancel out. That's the whole point. So we're just left with 5x on the left. And then obviously on the right-hand side, 10 add 4 is 14. So we've undone the -4. Now remember, 5x means 5 times x, x times 5. How do we undo a timesing by 5? We divide by 5. Both sides, keeping it equal, and then be very careful. Top-heavy fractions are good for final answers. It's just 14 to be divided by 5. That doesn't simplify, so that is absolutely fine as your final answer, and I think that's what Hegarty will be looking for. So that's examples of questions 1, 2, and 3. And we're just building up to brackets. So when we've got brackets like this, our opening step is to expand the brackets, to get rid of the brackets. And by doing that, we're going to do the claw. So we're going to do 3 times x and 3 times -2. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times -2 is -6. Remember, a positive number multiplied by a negative number gives us a negative number, and that equals 30. And we've now turned it into one of those similar to the one we practiced before. So how do we undo the -6? We add 6 to both sides. So on the left, the -6 cancels with the +6, just leaving us with the 3x. And 30 add 6 is 36. How do we undo a timesing by 3? We divide by 3. So we're left with x being 36 to be divided by 3. Now that actually works. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So you mustn't leave that as an improper fraction, a top-heavy fraction. You must put down the final answer. And remember what you've just worked out. You've just worked out the magic number for x. You've worked out what x is. X is 12. And if you popped it back in at the beginning, 12 take away 2 is 10. 3 lots of 10 is 30. So you can see you've got your answer right. So those are the questions in the Hegarty around question 4. And then they don't really get any harder than that. The next one, so this is similar, and I include this because I just want us just to practice our minors a little bit. Okay, so claw. 9 times x is 9x. 9 times minus 5 is minus 45, and that equals minus 108. How do we undo a minus 45? We add 45 to both sides. And I want you setting it out like this in your workings, please. So 9x equals, so what is minus 108 add 45? Let's just get the calculator out for that. Minus 108 add 45, we get minus 63. How do we undo a timesing by 9? We divide by 9. So x equals minus 63 over 9. Now 7 nines are 63. So this is going to give us an exact number. And a minus divided by a plus gives us minus. So that is minus 7. Okay, and again, you could check your answer if you want. Minus 7 times minus 5 is minus 12. Minus 12 times 9 is indeed minus 108. And then question 10, they're just trying to sort of confuse you a bit by writing it the other way around, but it's the same process. Just start off by doing the claw. Okay, it's on the right hand side, but so what? So we got 40 equaling 5x plus 45. Take away 45 from both sides. So think what we're doing here, we're trying to get all our x's on one side, all the normal numbers on the other. So if we say the x's are going to be on the right hand side for this question, it's the plus 45 that needs to be undone. So we do that by minusing 45. 40, take away 45 is minus 5. And on the right hand side, we're just left with the 5x. Because obviously plus 45 take away 45 is nothing. You then divide both sides by 5. So we've got minus 5 over 5 equaling x. And minus 5 divided by plus 5 is minus 1. So minus 1 equals x. Or perhaps just write it the normal way around then. X equals minus 1. So that's it, folks. Hopefully you won't find this one too difficult. It's a crucial topic, so it would be great if you can keep on going until you get a top mark. Okay. As always, I will be keeping an eye out on Teams throughout the rest of this hour. So if you've got any queries, any concerns, just post me a message, and I will be looking out for your marks on Hegarty, transferring them across over onto Teams and giving you a bit of feedback. So thanks very much for joining me, guys. Good luck with the Hegarty. Just to remind you which one it was Hegarty 179. Okay, guys, bye.